Welcome to the Ecliptic Spiritualist channel. We are going to talk about the ritual and setting intentions with this super new moon in Scorpio that will be coming our way if you're Eastern Standard Time, November the 15th at 12:07 a.m. And if you're Pacific Time, it will be that evening at around 9 p.m. And if you're overseas, UK, it'll be about 5 a.m. time. Those that is in Australia, I got a lot of folks from the channel here, North Node. If you are in Australia, it's going to be at 4:07 on the 15th. But Los Angeles, Pacific time, is going to be earlier part of November the 14th. So let's get it in. Now, this particular ritual and intentions we're going to talk about, Scorpio, it won't be as formal as the prior ones because we got a different shift in the energy on what the divine and spirit guides gave me to share. And a couple of things I've been talking about on the channel, what was dealing with your natal chart, a couple of other things that we need to start integrating into our rituals, you understanding about your birth chart and how these things are important with knowing your sun sign and aligning yourself with so many other things that's influential in your life as far as the planets. So let's get it in. Now, most of the energies this week are friendly and supportive. So there's a great time just to kind of go for it, shoot for what it is that you want to manifest in your life. Now, on 11/11, the other day, which was on Wednesday, that was a major gateway shift energy that was coming in. And there was a video that we have here on the channel. You can go right here and check it out. And I gave a ritual to do with that. That was leading you into this super moon, super new moon of Scorpio. Okay, 11/11 was guiding like the gateway for it. We have Jupiter and Pluto connection of this year. So there's so much great potential that is going to be very big and transformative with Pluto also conjunct with Jupiter. Why am I talking planet talk, Ranita? Some of you are like, oh, she's talking that talk. Well, I'm talking that talk because it's important for you to understand that it does play a part. So this week, Pluto is the planet of transformation inside and out. Jupiter is going to be expansive. So if you're setting your intentions for what it is that's most important in your life, as you set and plan it for now, that is giving you a 6 month and planting the seeds where you'll see the flourishing of it in April. But you want to chart that when you're planning your intentions and your manifestations, okay? So sometimes this affects is more also inside and out. It's psychological and less tangible. So some things with this new moon in Scorpio does a lot to do with your mental aspect. And where are you in your mental aspect? Do you believe that you can bring forth things out of you to this middle plane? Do you believe in yourself to produce that? You can also join our altar visual. When two or more come together, there's the divine source, our spirit team be. You can join at eclipticspiritualist7.com, and unity will bring forth what it is you desire in your life. But a couple of things is that it's changing within yourself, psychological, mental work. All right. This week's super new moon in Scorpio adds fuel to the fire with Pluto. All right. It's a modern planet associated with a Scorpion traditions of planets in Mars. Okay. And we have Mars moving in direct. So that's even wonderful because it's going to give a power punch to manifesting anything that you so desire mentally and bringing it out. Okay. Now, the Spirit is guiding me to bring this outside of my notes, looking at my notes, is that when you're manifesting, setting intentions, you are creating, right? But you're co-creating with, if you believe in a higher existence, which can, part of your higher consciousness is part of a higher existence. So that could be to you whatever that may be. It could be the divine, the source, the creator, God, Allah, whatever that paradigm looks to you. And then it's also your spirit team, and the spirit, and the spirit's been telling me, hey, call us the spirit team. And that is those that carry out your intentions, your manifestations. Okay. And your spirit team is who? That is your guides, your angels, and your deities and your ancestors. They work to bring forth those things that have not yet to be seen. All right. So it's going to be amplified. If that wasn't enough, where we've got Mars in conjunction, that's traditionally here. We've got Pluto. We got a lot of different things that has a lot of quick destruction and up and bringing out. Mars is a planet, the planets of determinations. Okay, so Mars like to determine things. Very important. And thank goodness that his determination is that he is going direct. So it's going to help push along with Jupiter. Now, every new moon is about manifesting, but the new moon associated with Pluto, and Pluto is the magician of the zodiac. So that means you are working your magic, okay? And with so the words of Abraham Hicks, if you're not familiar with Abraham Hicks, a lot of law of attraction. Think about what you want. Don't think about what you don't want. Make your magical mantra this month. So note that Venus and Pluto clash after the new moon. So there could be some issues simmering around love, money, and obsession. Remember to live consciously. Okay, the moon goes void of course, and that's when there's no energy around it after the new moon. So wait at least 11 hours after the new moon to make your intentions. Now, when I say that, and I say that all the time when we're working our magic, we're setting our intentions. I believe, because I work with Mama Moon all the time. That is what I call her. Okay. And you should too. She's lunar. She's Mother Moon. She's everything, And so in that, I like to wait when I'm working with the new moon, doing the altar visuals, doing my own visuals, working my magic. And you, North Node Tribe, you friends of the channel, you welcome new subscribers alike. I always suggest the 11 hours because I like to work with a little dim of light, okay, a sliver. I like to see some light, so then I mean there's some increase there, and I'm seeing that light, and I can work with it. It's just like a lot of people in your home, when you cut off all the lights, I always recommend having a light candle burning or something, so you always got a glimmer of light. And that way, if there's anything in your home that's unwelcome, it won't stay because you got some light on. All right. Now, finding your rising star. Now, when working with the moon and lunations, it's good to discover the house that the moon is in for you. Okay, so this is why I've been emphasizing here on the channel to go on and get into more of the nitty gritty of your natal chart and finding out where certain things lie. All right, so with this particular new moon in Scorpio, super new moon, it lies in a certain houses. Okay, so if Aries, this particular moon in Scorpio lies in your 8th house. Taurus, your 7th house. Gemini, 6th house. Cancer, 5th house. Leo, 4th house. Virgo, 3rd house. Libra, 2nd house. Scorpio, 1st house. Sagittarius, 12th house. Capricorn, 11th house. Aquarius, 10th house. Pisces, 9th house. So you can close caption that to find out where Scorpio, this super new moon, lies in your house, and you can see what areas you need to focus on, okay, to manifestation, You'll get more potency then. Okay, so you can go to cafe.astrology.com/natal charts. It's free. I have no affiliation to that, but I strongly recommend it because it's free and you can learn how to do it for yourself. Okay, you're dividing a word of truth for who you, so that you're not handicapped. All right. So in this same energy, there's a lot of dark goddess energy. All right. And one of the energies that I will be working with, and with you on our Patreon account, I gave a full calendar of the autumn and winter, this wheel of the year, which goddesses that are very potent during this season. That magic that I'll be working with, and you can follow along. I'm your guide. I'm not your teacher per se in this. I am your guide. I'm leading you. You work your magic the way you want to work your magic. But when you have a guide, they're assisting you and telling you, hey, these are some ways, but there's a lot of wiggle room in that. Okay, and you know I'm a spiritual teacher, so I teach classes. So one of the goddesses that I'll be working with is Kali. Okay, now Kali is most often associated with Scorpio. All right, and the new moon and the corresponding Jupiter-Pluto action make it an amazing time to connect with her. She's said to be the most misunderstood goddess, but is actually a part of the divine feminine or the divine mother. We shouldn't fear her just because she's powerful. Rather, Kali gives us the energy, the courage to face up to what we need to see in our fears. Okay, so she is fierce. And I love working with Kali. So part of the altar visual to bring forth certain things, I will be using that energy of hers along with me using my energy as well with that, and that's in unison. Okay, now when it comes down to manifestation, okay, and setting your intentions with this new moon, and before you do all of that, I'm going to give you some questions that you want to ask yourself, but this is something that I strongly believe that you should do. I'm not going to give you 3 steps, 4 steps, or which things you should focus on with this super new moon. I want you to use your own intuition on what you're going to be doing. Normally, I give you a 2-step, 3 to 5 steps, and then I have you burn on Joss paper, you go outside, boom, boom, boom. You can still do those things. You can go back to my videos and see how I do that particular system. You can go back to last full moon. You can go back in the videos here. But what I want you to do, and I suggest, and what Spirit is saying to me when I was writing this up, was that you want, what I recommend totally with this new moon and Scorpio super moon as your guide, I strongly recommend you begin your intentions or your goal setting or your wishes with this new moon by focusing on the things that are most important for you to change. Okay? The things that you feel want transformation. Set goals with these keywords in mind. You will be well on your way to changing your outlook. Okay, so a couple of words you want to look at is makeover, revolution, change, conversion, renovation, and transformation. Okay, those are your key words. Okay, so think about that. You can rewind this video a couple of times, but that is what you want to focus on. And all of that has to do with psychological, mental. It's not the middle ground of tangible, but that inside change. This is very important. Why, Ranita? Why is it important? It is important, Ranita, the ecliptic spiritualist, because you want to make sure that you're working on that coming into this spiritual awakening. I'm just going to my notes. The spiritual awakening that we are entering to with 11/11 the other day, that's the last spiritual call to people. And then we have our official spiritual awakening in December the 21st through the 22nd. That's the official times, okay? So you want to make sure that you are doing this because you're going to be transformation where? Psychologically from within and working on that heart chakra, okay? So here's a couple of questions that you want to ask yourself too when you're journaling and writing in your grimoire to chart what things are going to do as well, is that you want to ask yourself 3 questions. And I want to tell you the questions to ask at this new moon. Do I need to reconnect with my sexuality? And if so, how am I going to do that? That's a question. This doesn't have anything to do with your intentions. This has to do with what? Asking yourself some questions with this super new moon. Number 2 is, do I love myself, including my shadow side? Honor any parts you don't love. Okay? Number 3, do I need to release any toxic emotions? What are they? Okay, so the 3 questions is, do I need to reconnect with my sexuality? And if so, how am I going to do that? Scorpio has a lot to do with the orgasmic part of us, our sexual being, that particular area. Okay, Scorpio has a lot to do with uncovering that and working with those areas, that root chakra area. All right. Number 2 is, do I love myself, including my shadow side? Honoring any parts you don't love. That's number 2. And number 3 is, do I need to release any toxic emotions? What are they? Okay, so that is the 3 questions. That is outside of setting your intentions. When you set your intentions, go back to one of the videos. I've been doing them for 2 or 3 years, the exact same system. If you go back and look at one of our old videos, I can link it down below. With the last full moon, you'll see how I work with the Joss paper. You can also order Joss paper on our website. That's Money in the Astral Plane. All right. Now, moving into our Scorpio super new moon ritual. All right. Now, an emotion is going to be running deep during this time. But we want to learn to sit in our uncomfortabilities. That's why we're asking those 3 major questions. And if we learn to lean into our emotions and ask them why, instead of tolerating them, there will be a chance for expansive growth in our psychological part and going deep. Okay, so with the ritual, you can do it through November the 13th through the 21st. I always feel free to adapt this ritual to suit your needs. Keep in mind, I'm your guide. Now, the full ritual is in writing on the website at https://eclipticspiritualist7.com. It is there. Couple of things you want to have is that you're going to always need those that are practitioners, from beginners to advanced. Those are novice or beginners. There's things that you have to have in your repertoire as a practitioner, wizard, witch, sorcerer, prophetess, seer, psychic, whatever your abilities are. These are things you should have. Herbs. You should have herbs, which can be your sage, your palo santo, whatever you like to cleanse with. You're going to have on the website, I have listed a meditation to incorporate: a paper and pen, small rubber band, piece of string, your favorite crystal. I did not make a mandate on a particular crystal. If you have a few crystals, just put your hands over them and see which one gravitates to you or your favorite. Okay. You want to find a comfortable place where you're not being disturbed. Start by cleansing your aura, followed by cleansing your surroundings. As you cleanse your aura, you want to feel free to recite the following. I'm not going to say the whole ritual out loud, but I'm going to give you a mantra. The darkest shadows buried within me, may they now rise to the light for clearing. I feel ashamed, doubt, insecurity, fear leaving my body, leaving this space and being recycled back into the earth, where it can blossom into something new. I am beautiful, incredible, wonderful, loving person. As I acknowledge this and my love for myself, I cleanse and charge my energy field from top to toe. It is my love that cleanses me. It is my strength that holds me. It is my willingness to forgive myself that allows me to grow. I am cleansed. I am charged. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. That's one of the things you want to recite after you've done that. This is in full writing on the website underneath rituals. So as you cleanse your surroundings, there's another mantra that you're going to say. You're going to get nice and comfy. I have a meditation that I have linked on the website for you to listen to. It's roughly about 13 minutes. All right. It deals with taking you on a visual journey through the stars where you'll be guided to release and welcome wisdom from deep inside of you. All right. And as you meditate, you're going to feel free to hold your crystal or have it resting in your lap or your belly. One thing that I would like to recommend, that you can do this outdoors, at night or in the morning if it's warm enough for you. If it's not, get a couple of blankets, throw a fire, sit outside and do this so you're connecting with the earth. Right? You're not going to do this with the new moon. Why? Because you can't see the new moon and that's not enough energy. All right. So as you see that there, if you go to the website, you're going to see it very in depth, very in depth. Is a lot of steps there. And then after 7 days, you can use the crystal for something else, but it's in full detailed. So go to the website. I have it in writing. There is no other channel on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, or anywhere else that I have seen that have given as much valuable information with combining your intentions and your rituals for free to bring about change in your life. I guarantee that 100%. There is nobody doing that. And I come to you just as that because Spirit gives that to me so that you can equip yourself. You can equip yourself so you're not handicapped. I am a guide and a teacher, and I'm here to teach you that and tell you that. So on your spiritual awakening, whom you are, you won't be dependent on anybody else. And you can trust who? You first. Happy new super moon to you in Scorpio. I love you very much. Let me not forget another thing. You can incorporate a black candle into your ritual. I'm using black. You can also do a spiritual bath with your first bath being Epsom salt, 2 cups of Epsom salt, super hot. You already know if you go back to the videos, you take a hot bath first. And then the next day, you first got rid of the negative, and then you're going to raise your vibration back up with 2 cups of baking soda. I love you for watching today. Don't forget to dig deep and trust in yourself always first. Work your magic with this super new moon in Scorpio. Go on and do the work. It's such a beautiful energy, but it's an energy that is commanding change from where? From within. All right. Click the wiggly bell here on YouTube so you can get all the notifications. Book a reading today. We're filling up for next week. Book your spell work in areas of court cases, money, relationships, bringing your loved one back to you, communication, money, houses, you name it, we do it. And credit, schoolwork, you name it, I'm your spiritualist, all right? Of 30 plus years. I welcome my anniversary this past month in October. So I will see y'all later. Bye-bye.